Happy spring, and welcome to the land of enchantment, where it is snowing apple blossoms beneath this beautiful, beautiful apple tree in our backyard. My name is Wendy Rodrigue, and I'm going to share with you about several artists today, but primarily always about my late husband, artist George Rodrigue, who so many of you are familiar with. I thought we'd start with a short reading that from the book Blue Dog Man, which was published in 1998, and, well, you'll see why this was appropriate. Blue Dog is not a relic bound to my past, nor is she an oracle that holds visions of the future. Most important, perhaps, Blue Dog is no longer simply a medium between me and the spirit of my dog. Blue Dog has become something else. She has become a sort of traveler, and in some ways a vehicle. Through the Blue Dog, I have been able to free myself from the dark Cajun landscapes where the dog was born. Today, my paintings can take me anywhere. Through Blue Dog, I can process the world around me, the world around us, with all its complexity, color, noise, and absurdity. My paintings, my latest paintings, reflect this new path. I know that there is a whimsical quality to Blue Dog that people find appealing, and there is no doubt that Blue Dog helps me take the world a little less seriously. But painting the Blue Dog image is something I do take very seriously. And I feel that maybe it's time to put some of my thoughts into words. It's not about justifying my art or making it seem more important than it is. It's about understanding my origins and feelings, which may help shed a little light on this creation that has been the focus of my life for many years. Painting depends on freedom. When you're feeling completely free, you can create. And this power to create is, in turn, the greatest freedom of all. Anyone can learn to paint a basket of fruit, or a little terrier spaniel for that matter. All it takes is technique. The challenge is to make the image haunting, to make it your own. I've always approached painting knowing that my job is not to make an accurate representation of a subject. It's got to transcend that. Salvador Dali was able to make wonderful transformations. A clock taking on liquid form, objects tearing loose from their physical origins. And I, too, have come to a point where the subject of my paintings has unmoored itself from its origins, floating into ever-changing environments, always taking me and us along for the ride. Wow. So, I know you can see from that reading, those are George's words from his wonderful book, Blue Dog Man. I was thrilled to work on that book with him, and it's my favorite, I think, of all the Rodrigue publications. And I think you can tell why I chose this painting, which George actually did a number of years after this book, but he's transported even more, isn't he? He's flying off. In fact, the idea to share this painting came from a birthday girl today, Mary Kate in Baton Rouge. I wish you a happy birthday, and thank you for the idea of the butterfly dog, of sharing it. Now, what's so important about this painting? Well, everything I just read to you, but also this painting was so important to George that he kept it hanging in his studio all those years. He never offered it for sale. He always wanted to look at it. And because I asked about it so much, and I enjoyed it so much, he eventually moved it into my office, and it hung above my desk, where it inspired me and became part of my life, transporting me, reminding me that it's all not just right here. It's here. reality doesn't have to be just what you see with your eyes. When people would push George and ask him, who is the artist who most inspires you, or artists, he avoided answering that question. But when he really got pushed, he said one name only. And that artist was Salvador Dali. And he said, I like Dali because he has great ideas. And that was part of the reason why we acquired this beautiful artwork. This is an artwork by a friend of ours here in Santa Fe, New Mexico. His name is Armond Lara, and he based it on an ancient Indian tradition called the kushari. The kushari is a clown, a spiritual clown that might show us life in a different way and use humor to do so. Maybe turn bad situations into situations we look at a little more positively. In this case, here we have Dali. Can you see? What's under there is the kushari, all hand-carved by Armond. Really a brilliant piece. And he's wearing the Dali mask with real hair. Look at that. And here is Dali holding his paintbrush, the great famous Dali. And of course, he is a puppet. He is a marionette. He can make us laugh. And Dali had great ideas, made us look at life, look at the world in a different way, with his melting clocks, with giant elephants with drawers coming out of them. So that takes us here to today, where instead of snow, well, it's snowing apple blossoms beneath the apple tree, and dogs are flying like butterflies into the universe, spiritually. And I leave you on this spring day with a short reading by another great Indian, another great Native American, this one from another tribe, from Black Elk. His name is Black Elk, from the Lakota tribe in North Dakota. And he didn't say kushari for these figures. For the Lakota, and please forgive me if I mispronounce it, it is the heyoka. And he writes, only those who have had visions of the thunder beings of the West can act as heyokas. They have sacred power, and they share some of this with all the people, but they do it through funny actions. Funny Dalis, funny flying dogs. When a vision comes from the thunder beings of the West, it comes with terror like a thunderstorm. But when the storm of vision has passed, the world is greener and happier. For wherever the truth of vision comes upon the world, it is like a rain. The world, you see, is happier after the terror of the storm. Go into the world, unafraid. Go into this world, this world, this world, and create.